America, and Mnet Supersport brings you Fight Night from the Morula Sun Hotel. The first bout is a junior lightweight clash between Jerry Ngobeni, who's had only one loss in his professional career, and Jose Batista, the Mexican fighter with 11 knockouts to his credit. Here's Darren Scott at Morula Sun.
Thanks very much, Reg, and welcome to the Morula Sun for another of Mnet's Fight Nights. Two big fights coming up for you tonight, both of them over 10 rounds. The first one in a catchweight division. That is our next fight coming up. Jerry Ngobeni will be fighting against Mexican Jose Luis Batista. At the moment, we're just waiting for our Mexican visitor to come into the ring, and then we'll get into the introductions. Our commentators on Mnet Supersport for you this evening on Mnet's Fight Night, in Afrikaans on Audio 1 with Andre Steyn, and in English on Audio 2 with world champion Brian Mitchell and Leonard Neal. Let's go to our commentators now while we wait for our Mexican visitor to come into the ring.
Well, Brian, sitting next to me here, Jose Batista is quite an interesting person. I don't think many people know him here, but there was Emmanuel Batista as well, and both those names were mentioned to you as possible opponents for you around about the time you won the world title. Yes, I think that means that all four fighters in the big fights tonight have got some connection with you.
Well, it looks like tonight's very interesting evening for me, Len, seeing that all four fighters have been connecting with me some way, either sparring partners or possible opponents. Jose Batista's just got into the ring now.
Resplendent, nice. What do you call that? A piece of curtaining, or is it a rug, or what is it he's got
over? It's a type of
him?
blanket to me. It's a very unusual type of gown. Batista hasn't got a bad record. From his record on paper, it looks like he's had 24 fights and 18 wins, 2 draws and 4 losses.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first of our fights on Mnet Fight Night televised live this evening is a catchweight fight over 10 rounds. Our officials, referee Mr. Chani, our judges Mr. Sono, Neil and Radebe. And now introducing on my right, in the white and red trunks, weighing in at 59.20 kilograms, his fight record 14 fights, 13 wins and only 1 loss, fighting out of Witbank, ranked number 3 in South Africa, Jerry Ngobeni. And on my left, in the plain black trunks, he weighed in at an even 60 kilograms. His fight record 24-18 with 4 losses and 3 draws, fighting out of Mexico City in Mexico, Jose Luis Batista.
Batista certainly did a dance in the corner there, and it's going to be interesting to see how much the dancing he'll do in the ring. He has a pretty interesting record that he will be actually turning 30 in a couple of weeks' time. He fights mainly in America. He's never been stopped, he says, never been off his feet, in fact. Has 24 bouts, 18 wins, 4 losses and 2 draws. Well, that's as much as I can tell you about Batista, but I think Brian can tell you more about Jerry Ngobeni, because he certainly does a lot of sparring with him.
Well, yes, Len, Jerry's a young, aggressive fighter, 23 years old, so he's got time on his side. And he's been working very hard in the gym. He fought 6 weeks ago on my undercard, and then he gets into the first round of this international fight, an important fight for him.
It's going to be interesting, actually, to see how Jerry goes here, because in his overseas bout on your world title bill, he boxed extremely well, I thought, against Francisco Ortiz, another Mexican.
And Jerry Ngobeni is getting some nice left hooks early in this round.
He certainly ranks as one of the most promising fighters in the country at the moment.
Yes, Len, out of the crop of junior lighters in this country, he's probably one of the best for future world honors, world ranking and world title fights.
Well, he's an intelligent kind of boxer. He's got a nice left hand.
Nice left jab there. He seems to be...
And he has good staying power. I like the way he throws that left hand to the body as well.
Nice and compact fighter as well. You know, he keeps his hands up well and he moves in and he works from the body to the head.
Of course, these Mexicans are all survivors. They know how to see out the distance. They're pretty tough customers generally.
Yes, we've had many Mexican fighters that have visited these shows, and they all seem to be tough fighters.
So he's going to have to be tough.
Right there from Jerry Ngobeni.
He's going to have to be tough if he's going to take a few more of those right-handers from Jerry.
After shouting, he must throw the right uppercut and the overhand right, and it seems to be working well.
Jerry's left hand working overtime there. He's doing very well for the first round.
Jerry Ngobeni is doing all the work in this round.
That long flicking right went out again. I think when he finds his range with that, it's going to cause a lot of trouble. There it did. He caught.
Batista doesn't seem to have much defense here. He's clowning, but he's getting hurt while he's clowning.
Well,
Beautiful straight right there from Ngobeni.
he's certainly going to have to be a tough one. He's
Left-right
going to take those
combination
punches because that left hook went in as well.
Yes, he's putting some nice combinations together, left-right combinations. The Mexican is clowning, but it's not helping him much.
I always get the impression when a man does that, he's in a little bit of trouble and he's trying to show off.
Well, normally what happens then is when a guy is in trouble, he starts clowning. So I don't think that's going to bother Jerry. He's putting nice combinations together and he's well in control of this fight. There's only one fighter in this fight so far.
Yes, and that's certainly Jerry Ngobeni. He's settled down very well since he's been up here with Harold Volbrecht, and he's looking an extremely good prospect here.
Nice right hand to the body there, some nice jabs from Jerry.
And a good right hand
combination.
again.
And another overhand right.
The referee's right, telling him to not to duck so low as that.
And the referee's also telling him to keep his hands up and to stop clowning. Nice left uppercut there from Jerry. And a jab. A beautiful left-right combination.
Nice movement by Jerry there. Hit him with a right and moved aside quickly before the Mexican could counter.
The Mexican, as I said earlier on, doesn't seem to have much defense. Nice straight right to the body there.
I think he's got a good defense. He's head and his body.
Well, that's right. He's got a good defense. He fights with his face. Blocks with his face, if I should call it that way.
Well, it looks like we're going into the Mexican's corner. No, in Ngobeni's corner.
You're doing well, okay? Don't worry if he clans around with your right.
To watch the slow motion there, you see the terrific straight right there from Jerry Ngobeni.
How hard does Jerry hit with that right hand, Brian?
Then Jerry doesn't seem to be a tremendous puncher in sparring, but he throws a lot of punches. And when a guy throws a lot of punches, he's got to hit you sometime. So he puts a lot of combinations together, and you can see against this Mexican that he's nailing him with quite a few combinations. You listen to the corner there, Harold Volbrecht giving him advice.
You walk to the body, walk with both hands, right? When he clans and he goes low, step back and throw the uppercut, right? Keep it. Yeah.
Interesting aspect of that round is that on the computer it showed that Jerry actually landed 32 punches and his opponent only threw 35.
That's right, yes. Then,
of which he only landed 7, incidentally.
as I said in the first round, it looked like there's only
good
one
right-hander
fighter.
again.
Good right hand. He shook Batista there. And again. Yes, Batista's down with that right hand.
With eventually a chopping left that brought him down there.
Yeah, it was two good punches there. It was a straight
Nice
right
right.
that started off and then like a chopping left. Harold Volbrecht shouting to him to just take his time and be relaxed about it.
Jerry's adopting an interesting style here of move in, hit, move out, and then
Nice
quickly
straight
in
right
again.
there. Some good right hands there from Jerry Ngobeni. The Mexican's left eye is cut badly already. He seems to be a moving punch bag at this stage of the fight. He's just
Yes, I don't
getting hit
think
with every punch Ngobeni's throwing.
certainly taking a lot of punishment, and he's got a nasty cut
Another
underneath
good
there.
right hand, chopping right hand.
That cuts right up on the top of the cheekbone.
Doesn't look like this fight's going to go the distance, Lim.
I doubt that.
The Mexican seems to be in all sorts of trouble in the second round.
And another right hand.
Left hook, straight right
on that
combination.
cut. Now that punch landed right on the cut again.
Right on the cut. If the fight doesn't get stopped by a knockout, it'll definitely be on cuts. Because at this stage, Jerry Ngobeni is in total control.
Actually, you could almost say it's ridiculously one-sided.
Oh,
yeah.
that looks like it's all
The
over.
man's totally out of his depth
combination
here.
from Jerry Ngobeni. Mexican doesn't seem to have any answer. He's not trying.
For a fighter who's never been stopped, he's certainly coming close to it this time.
He's never been stopped. He's on his way to his first stop. He's right here and now. He looks in deep trouble. His eyes badly cut. Another good straight right from Jerry Ngobeni and overhand right.
Oh, yes, Jerry's getting in with that right hand non-stop there. He's
Mexican's not
finding-
even hitting back now. He's just waiting for Jerry to hit him.
Well, he went down in this round for the first time in his career because he said he'd never been down before. And I think he's heading towards being stopped for the first time in his career. Now he's just holding and clutching. And that's about the best he can do, I think. Jerry's hitting him with just about every punch he's throwing, and he's certainly
That's
throwing
right,
a lot of them. That eye is streaming at her.
I don't think the Mexican's record is showing much at this stage because, you know, he's not doing anything in the fight. He's just standing there and he's just taking punishment.
He's just getting hit. He's a punch bag, as you say. He's certainly...
Funny enough, he's still being a bit aggressive towards the end of this round by putting Jerry up against the ropes there. But Jerry and Ngobeni working well on that eye there. I think he's seen the blood and he sensed victory here.
If he keeps going the way he has, it can't be any other thing but a stoppage along the line here somewhere.
I can't understand why the Mexican keeps putting his head there and clowning when he's getting hit with every punch.
Well, the end of a round that you could only say 10-8.
Definitely,
even possibly 10-7.
I was going to agree with you and say that's a 10-8 round. Well, he was knocked down and he took a beating after that.
We'll see the computer just now and it'll tell you how many punches were landed and how many were thrown, but they were
so we
all...
see Jerry and Ngobeni lining up with a straight right, left hook.
Jerry actually landed 41 punches of his 73, 10. And Batista only threw 40 and
41
only
to
landed 10.
So that's one big percentage there. Batista's not in the fight at this stage of the fight.
No, this is one-way traffic. Very much one-way traffic.
You see on that slow motion, that straight right, that's doing all the damage. That's where Batista picked up the cut from that straight right.
Tremendous right hand that Jerry has developed there.
And then you get your right hand going, okay? Throw your right hand over. Use your right hand. When you throw the right uppercut, come back with the left hook. Right. Okay.
Well, there you see Adolf Fulbrecht telling Jerry Ngobeni to use the right uppercut.
Well, here we go.
Batista knows about the straight right.
We go into the third round of the scheduled 10-rounder between Jose Batista and Jerry Ngobeni, and straight away, Ngobeni goes in and throws that right hand. The first punch he threw and it landed. Batista doing no more than holding on here. He's actually picked his hands up now. He's showing some defensive loss.
Batista's got his hands up now. He knows that he'll be in deep trouble if he drops them any longer in this fight.
Well, the 90-odd punches that have hit him in the first 2 rounds must be enough evidence.
Most definitely.
Oh, that was another good right
combination. Jerry seems to be fighting on the retreat now, and it's working just as well as when he was fighting going forward.
It's a sort of a matter of time of how long is he going to stand up to this kind of thing. And if he does that kind of ducking, he'll get another warning, I'm sure.
Well, it seems to every time he ducks down like that and keeps his hands down, he gets hit with 4 or 5 combinations. And he keeps doing the same thing.
He is trying to be a bit more aggressive. He's throwing a few punches, but a lot of them are going low, I must say. He hit there 3 punches in a row he landed beneath the belt.
Fortunately for Batista, Len, the more aggressive he gets, the more he gets hit. Because he's got no idea of defense. Jerry Ngobeni working the body nicely there with a straight right.
Body punch
to the body. Some nice body work there from Ngobeni.
I feel sorry for Batista. Every time he moves in one direction, he gets hit by a punch coming the other direction.
It's definitely
no matter what happens.
Some nice body punching there from Ngobeni. I think that's the right tactics there to work the body at the stage of the fight.
I like the way Jerry does this. He throws those 2-3 blows and moves aside, completely baffling his opponent, catching more balance.
Nice left-right combinations there. Batista's just got no answer. It's very one-sided, this fight.
Well, he certainly is getting chopped up here. There's no ways that a man like this has got any chance of getting anywhere near a decision.
I could be wrong, but it looks like Batista's cheek is cut open as well.
A beautiful left hand went in, and then the right hook followed it.
There's a lot of blood on his left eye there. And Jerry seems to be hitting him on that eye continuously.
He's doing the right thing. He's throwing the left hooks to the body, and then he comes over the top with that right hand. Bang on the eye each time. There it goes again.
But as you said earlier on, Len, these Mexicans are really tough. They get hit with everything, and they just keep throwing punches.
Yes, but one wonders just how much it does good for them all, how much good it really does for boxing to be punched around like this.
Do any good for boxing, and definitely no good for the opponent, for the fighter taking the punishment. Batista seems to be even battling with his vision now out of the left eye.
I think so. The blood is actually running into the eye and must be
right
into
the eye now. Nice left to the body, followed by a straight right from Ngobeni.
Oh, and another straight right
going to do the damage.
And that is the end of a tremendous third round by Jerry Ngobeni.
Well, another dotted round there for the Mexican.
You know, I can't recall a fight that I've seen for a long time where after 3 rounds, one fighter must be so far ahead.
Definitely, Len. You know, you don't often see that a fight is that one-sided. We've had a lot of South Africans fighting imports and really beating them up. But as we're watching the slow motion there, Jerry Ngobeni is totally in control. I haven't seen Batista hit him with one good headshot yet.
No, he hasn't.
A couple of body punches here and there.
Yeah.
But Jerry's in total control.
He caught Jerry with a couple of sort of swinging shots to the head, but they had no power in them. He slaps more than punches.
There you see that straight right from Jerry again. It says a lot for his improvement, you know, for a guy that's only had 14 fights. He's putting it together nice against these imports.
Here's Harold.
Work him on the body now, but all right. But keep your jab going, all right? Keep your jab going with your deep breathing.
Well, it's into round number 4, scheduled for 10. I think we're sitting here wondering just how far it really is going to go.
Well, you heard Harold Fulbrecht telling Ngobeni there to use the jab, because that's when you can set yourself up for any type of punch, the right uppercut or the straight right. But to get back to the basic punches and start using his jab again, and the big punch will come by itself.
Yes, I think Jerry was getting a little over eager to throw the right towards the end of that round. That's why Harold spoke to him like
that. That is
that.
a problem. You get over eager when you get a guy in trouble.
But there that right
He's got him in trouble right now. It's also a problem to get too cautious when you get a guy in trouble. Jerry Ngobeni got caught himself there with a straight right, the overhand right, so he's got to keep his hands up.
Now, that's the kind of right that Jerry should throw. Some of his punches, you get the idea that he might not be getting enough leverage, enough power behind them.
No, he's not getting enough
moving
leverage.
too much.
He's moving a lot and he's chopping his punches. But as I said earlier on, he's not a great puncher, but he's a workman-like type fighter. He throws a lot of punches.
Well, anybody who hits you as many punches as he's...
That's right, he's got to hit you sometime.
It's going to hurt you along the line.
Working the jab nicely to the body there. He's setting himself up for the straight right. Beautiful left-right combination there.
Oh, yes. This is a...
He's putting all the punches together.
About 10 blows in a row there. They just bounced off the Mexican's head.
Well, I think the fans and the viewers are starting to feel sorry for the Mexican because he's really taken a bad beating here. If this goes in for another round or two, I'm sure the referee's going to stop this fight.
I think so. I think the referee should start considering stopping it. It's getting too close now to allow this to happen.
The Mexican is cut up and he's getting hit with every punch Ngobeni throws, and he's just not in the fight.
He's just walking forward into punches, which is the funny thing.
Right.
He's actually trying to be aggressive and just walking into the blows.
The more he gets aggressive, the more he drops his hand, gets wild, and just gets hit with combinations. But Jerry's fighting a nice fight.
Jerry's fighting a very clever, punching nice and
slipping. He's using the body punches nicely. There you can see him working that left to the ribs.
As you're saying, he's a fighter with only 14.
Beautiful left-right combination. Ngobeni sense that Batista's in trouble here.
The Mexican is in trouble.
Ngobeni chasing him all over the ring here. Batista got no answer to those left-right combinations.
Pure punch bag. This man is taking a terrible beating here.
At this stage, Batista's a moving punch bag in this round. Getting hit with every single punch that Jerry Ngobeni throws.
I hope he understands English and understood what the referee was saying, but I don't think it's going to make any difference.
Nice right hand there from Ngobeni. Some good body punching.
Nice left hand going in under Ngobeni into Batista's head there. And that's the end of another round in which Batista took a terrible pounding. This man is just being beaten up in a terrible fashion here.
Well, then at the end of the 4th round, what can we say? We only can keep repeating ourselves that it's one-sided and Batista's taking a terrible beating here.
Well, I should think we must say he must be about 7 or 8 points ahead at the moment.
Most definitely, he's well ahead. There, as we watch the punches there, the 45 punches landed to 16 punches from Batista. It just seems to get worse and worse as the rounds progress.
Well, it's a consistent every round. Jerry is landing 45 to 50 punches.
Very consistent on Ngobeni. Finding a good aggressive fight. There we see one of the few punches that Batista lands there into.
Yeah, but straight away he gets chopped with that right hand.
That's right. I'm very surprised that he's got no idea of defense whatsoever, as we see Ngobeni falling forward here.
Well, as we go into round number 5, Brian, the one thing I wanted to say earlier is that for a fighter with only 14 fights under his belt, Jerry Ngobeni throws a greater combination of punches than I've seen in many fighters with double the amount.
Yes, and Ngobeni showing a lot of class for a guy that's had 14 fights. It's his second or third international, and he's putting it together nicely.
He throws them from all directions with both hands, which is a good sign.
Looks like the corners told him to pick his punches and to throw some good body punches there. Batista with his hands up in this round, that's good to see.
The left-hand side of Batista's face is going to be rather a sight to see tomorrow.
As soon as he dropped his hand, Jerry Ngobeni. Oh, beautiful left
right, and he's down on the ropes.
Every single punch Ngobeni throws is hitting the Mexican head.
It's a non-stop barrage going in from Ngobeni there. This man is certainly taking a beating. We've got to give him that much. He's tough. But I wonder just how good that is.
He's a tough customer, Len, but as you said earlier on, to his disadvantage that he's so tough. It would actually be to his advantage if he just sat down now and let the referee or his corner stop the fight.
I wonder how far the corner will let it go before they do anything.
Nice right uppercut there from Jerry Ngobeni. He's just got to keep his hands up as well. He can't take chances.
I wonder if, Brian, what would you do if you were in Jerry's position? Would you appeal to the referee? I know this has been done with a great Muhammad Ali trick to turn around and appeal to the referee. Stop it, I don't want to hit this man anymore.
Another beautiful left-right combination. Len, to answer you there, if you're in Jerry Ngobeni's position and you're hitting a guy with everything and you can't knock him out, definitely it's worth a try to just say to the referee, you know, why don't you stop the fight? It'll make the referee aware that even you think the fight should be stopped. I don't think Jerry's the type of fighter to do that, but it's definitely something to think about.
I think there's an awful lot of people around here who think that the referee should be stopping it now.
Well, being a fighter myself, most definitely, and I think that this fight should be stopped any minute now. I don't think the referee should let it go on for much longer. He's getting hit with every single punch that Jerry Ngobeni lets go.
Well, it's coming up to the halfway stage, the end of the 5th round. There's 40 odd seconds to go, and it's totally a one-way effort. It's out of 5 rounds, we can safely say now that Ngobeni must be 10 points ahead.
Yes, Ngobeni winning every round and every punch. You can hear the crowds are shouting for Ngobeni behind us.
Actually, Batista threw 3 or 4 punches there, but none of them really got home.
Yes, the crowd, they're really cheering Jerry on, but he doesn't really need it because it's one-sided all the way.
And there's that. Now the left hook going in nicely.
Unfortunately for Ngobeni, in this particular fight, he's not a big puncher, so he's just putting up a workman-like performance. But it's not up to him to stop the fight, obviously.
Well, from his point of view, it's marvellous practice. I mean, he couldn't wish for a better sparring session than he's having.
Oh, yes, it's a marvellous practice for him. He's getting nice combinations together in an international fight.
Look at that eye in that corner.
As we look at that eye, there's a lot of blood on that eye. And you can see it's right on the eyelid there. He's cut quite badly. But besides the cut, you know, he's taken so much punishment to the head. And it's all been to the head. There
just like the slow-mo showing us here.
The punches again, 45 punches landed by Ngobeni to 13 landed by Batista. It's just, it's pathetic actually that...
you know, this is getting monotonous. It's 45 every round. 45. I think Jerry's actually planning how many punches he hits around now.
It's 45 and the Batista doesn't have more than 10 or 13. It's just, I don't think they should let this fight go on for much longer.
Okay.
Personally, it's up to his corner.
Okay, keep your jab going, all right? Keep your distance, all right? But slip now, okay? Be clever, compact and slip, all right? Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's going into round 6. It's past the halfway stage. And straight away, it's Jerry lands with a right to the head, comes over with a left, doesn't quite get there, but he pushes his man back along the ropes. And this is the story of the fight all the way through. It's been the same thing. A non-stop piece of aggression by Jerry Ngobeni, landing 45 to 50 punches around and doing all the damage. And there, another right lands off.
Yes, Len, well, in round 6, we weren't sure early on if it was an 8-rounder or a 10-rounder. I think Batista was wishing it was an 8-rounder, but it looks like it's still scheduled for 10.
Well, it's a long, long time since we've seen somebody take as consistent a pounding as this and still keep coming up for more.
Yes, Jerry seems to be enjoying himself out there. He's having a good practice round. And everything he throws, he hits Batista with, and he doesn't get hit back, so he's really enjoying himself out there.
The main thing, of course, is that apart from gaining a lot of confidence, does this do you any good in a boxing sense, a fight like this?
Well, the opponent, obviously, at this stage of Jerry's career is probably the right opponent. But doesn't seem to have much going for him. They're going to have to start bringing out a little bit stronger opposition for Jerry.
Well, that's quite
So
positive.
we can really see what his true potential is. But he's showing tonight that he's got a lot of natural ability.
Yeah.
And that Harold Forbrack seems to be working well with him. I've sparred many rounds with him as well, so I'm sure that's been a big benefit to him. And he seems to be fighting nicer tonight.
There, Jerry
Good
has
body
him.
punches. Oh, yes. A beautiful
Oh,
straight right
right-hander really sank
The
him
Mexican
there.
just stays on his feet.
Those right-handers were sinking in like nobody's business. You know, Jerry started with a pattern of just throwing 2 punches at the beginning. I think he was trying to take a bit of a breather, but all of a sudden he opened up. And about 6 or 7 blows went in, and really sharp, good punches.
That's right. He's putting some great punches together. Strange enough, Jerry seems to have hit him harder in his last few rounds than when he actually dropped him in the second round. But the Mexican's very tough.
I think what's happening is Jerry's actually found his target, found his range nicely.
Yes, he has.
And he's found that he can settle down without the bouncing and really move the punches in.
That's right.
And he's hitting much harder.
And the amazing thing is he's still trying to do the Ali shuffle and putting up a big act here when the guy's not even in the fight.
The man's head goes right back every time the right hand hits him, and yet he still comes back in for more.
Nice right hand there from Jerry. The same punch he's using throughout the fight, and the Mexican just doesn't see it coming. Those left-right combinations are doing so much damage in this fight. Every single left hand Jerry Ngobeni's let go there, he's connected with.
And another left hand goes in, and there goes Batista back against the ropes. Jerry Ngobeni just having target practice and nothing else. 6 rounds gone. Let's be reasonable and say he must be 12 points ahead.
Well, at the end of that round, I saw Batista put his hands in the air. I'm not sure if he thinks he's in this fight or not, but he really is not in the fight at all.
If you come back, if you come back. Take a water. You guys take his water? Okay, you must cool down. Okay, good.
Oh, that cut is not nice.
It's a nasty cut there he's got, Len, on.
It's almost right
on his
across
left eyelid.
underneath the eyelid, isn't it?
It seems to just get worse as the fight progresses. And obviously that right hand that keeps hitting him on the same, penetrating the same spot.
There's lumps coming up all next to the left side of the eye too.
I'm very surprised that his corner just keeps letting him go.
Well, here we go. Round 7, scheduled for 10 on this Knobber show and the Morula Sun.
So Ngobeni goes straight in and starts putting combinations together.
And Jerry Ngobeni throwing away his punches, battering away at this Mexican who's
Yes,
done
and
nothing.
Ngobeni's got him in trouble now. Hurt him with a right uppercut followed by a left hook and straight right. I think if Jerry keeps up this type of pressure, the fight will be over in this round. He just needs to put on a bit of pressure. Strangely enough, the Mexican stays there and still tells Jerry to come in.
The Mexican actually is trying to do something. He's trying to be a bit more aggressive all of a sudden. Maybe he thinks he'll come in with a late stand. Grandstand finish, you
Well,
know?
he needs a late finish here, and he definitely needs a big knockout to win this fight.
Jerry just picking him off
Picking
now.
his punches on the outside there.
The Mexican doing a bit of holding. Jerry throws her
Here we
right,
go again, that
brings the left
combination
over.
from Ngobeni. You can see it in Ngobeni's eyes now, he's just rolling those combinations.
His body's rolling with the punches. He's doing just as he wants to, yeah.
That's what I said earlier on, Len, he's really having another day at the office. He's enjoying himself immensely.
When he comes out of this 10 rounds, he must be the sharpest puncher in the business.
That's right.
What practice he's getting.
I would say Jerry Ngobeni has a tougher time in the gym on the hand pads or hitting the heavy bag. He's really having it all his own way tonight.
But that wicked cut under the eye is something that should be looked at.
There you can see that right hand every single time on the same spot on that cut.
Oh, no, he has to go down from there. And down goes Batista.
Well, it's about time Batista went down. He's been hit with those same combinations throughout this fight.
And he's up at 8. He's up at 8.
He's up again, and being the Mexican
The referee's
fighter,
asking him, do you want to go on? But he says yes. He wants to go on. What chance has he got? No, I think he's going to stop it. Yes, he stopped it. About time too, I think.
I think the referee let it go on way too long.
Well, a very, very one-sided performance. I think you'll agree, Brian, but certainly showed Jerry Ngobeni to be one of the best prospects we've had in this country for a long time.
Well, it showed a lot of class from Jerry Ngobeni there tonight, then, but I'm very disappointed in the referee. I think he should have stopped this fight a long time ago. It's not good for boxing to see any fighter take so much punishment and get away with it.
I'm in full agreement with you, Brian. From Jerry Ngobeni's point of view, a great night, but from boxing's point of view, I think it could have finished at least 2 or 3 rounds before it was.
And we watched Jerry Ngobeni there in the slow motion. As he put him in the corner, he threw that left, right combination on the left hook. Down he went.
I think it was just too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by technical knockout after 2 minutes and 41 seconds of the 7th round, Jerry Ngobeni.
So kan hy nie vir